What's up, guys? It's your boy Grizz. I'm back here with the promised combo video that I told y'all. And I feel like just showing you, giving the perfect hands, how you combo is the wrong way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all some test hands. Each hand I'm going to go through the combo. Because theoretically, that most of my hands should give me combo, right? So, shuffled, it's cut. Let's see if we can get it from the first 5, right? And I could just brick because the camera's on now. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we actually, because we opened up 2 Goukis, it's actually the full combo, right? So like I said, it's flawed, but it's perfect. So we just normal summon the Suprex or the cards in this orientation, which either way. Can you see the combo? Cool. Then Suprex, special summon your Octo Stretch. Then you link. So here you link for your Isolde. And the way you build your chain links is if they have Valor and Impermanence, you really can't dodge losing the Isolde, but you can sacrifice. You can build the chain links. Chain link 1 Suprex, chain link 2 Isolde, chain link 3 Octo Stretch, right? So even if you lose out on one of your Gouki effects, you still essentially resolve it the way you want to resolve it. So you go get your headbat, because remember headbat's important to the combo. And you get, in this case, you're going to get Scorpio from the Isolde. If you're lucky enough to get a 3rd card, and you just grab the rematch. So you just have everything, right? You have everything right here. Then your Isolde's effect, because even if you play it against a good player, right? And they wait and they ash you here. That's cool. Let's say we pay the cost, we get ashed. We are still good, boys. We are still good, boys and girls. So we just lose because we drew the Monster Reborn extender, right? So we can use the Monster Reborn and special summon the Suprex or the Octo Stretch, but the Suprex is really what you want, because you really want to wait on using this rematch to the end of your combo. So the headbat's on the target. Get rid of this Scorpio you can't use anyway for the headbat. You link the headbat and the Isolde for the Reprodocus. The headbat triggers. You can get more monsters. Really whatever you want at this point. I like to set up for the next turn because you're going to need playback if they break your board. So you grab another rematch. Reprodocus is going to target your Gouki, turn it to a Wing Beast. For our Samorg link, we'll activate our rematch, targeting 2 with different levels. Remember, you can't touch this Scorpio because he doesn't do anything because of his ult. Bring back those 2. And now here's where we get nutty, right? So we link these 2 into Code Breaker, Virus Swordsman. You have to, guys, remember that this is one of the new cards from the last set before Tomb Chaos. So what it does is when it's co-linked on summon, you can summon a 0 day, the only main deck monster they have, to a link zone, a monster points to. So that even includes your opponent's side of the field, right? So let's say you're playing against, it doesn't really matter, against Striker, and you just want to give him a monster, you can give him the 0 day. But for our purposes, we're just going to summon the 0 day to our side of the field, right? And that's why these arrows are so important. So you could use the Tingy Link or some more, but I prefer the Infinite Negate combo. So we get our 0 day. We link our 0 day and our Virus Swordsman for Big Daddy. So Big Daddy, when he's summoned, just like the Virus Swordsman, he has to be co-linked. So when he's co-linked on summon, special summon, link summon. So even if you Monster Reborn him, you co-link, you can do this again. But we got Ash somewhere, so we have 1 less resource. So you bring those 2 back. These both are warriors, so you can go here for the Union Carrier, which probably should be banned, fellas. Ladies and gents, this should probably be banned because this card just does so many degenerate things. So now you have two options, right? You can either Buster Lock your opponent using the Berserker, or you can and still end up with Buster Lock plus one negate, or you can end up infinite negates and no Buster Lock. We're just gonna do infinite negates, why not? So Carrier will target the Samorg, which will equip the little chicken. Then you go to your end phase, and then Samorg brings out the big chicken. And that's really just the first combo. So you have infinite negates, you have the rematch follow-up, and what's even cooler is, let's say they can't break your board, right? You just infinite negate them, they try to like wait you out on a strike or something, set you up. You can actually special summon this, right? During their end phase. So it's game in either way. Like, they don't really have many options after that, because you just make things bigger, you move on. So like, that's the first hand, first combo. Super easy. We could actually take the same hand and do a different derivative of the combo, assuming there's no interruption. But we're going to do a separate hand, so let's get rid of that. Let's shuffle up. And that wasn't a very good hand, guys. I just opened up two Goukis. Two Goukis. Super easy. So the idea is to combo regardless of your hand. So we drew an equipped spell. We had one extra extender. The hand was far from perfect. And we still got there. And that's really what it's about. Because when you have to fight through negate board, it's going to be real rough. So we got a shuffle. We got a cut. Another shuffle. Another cut. So y'all know I'm not cheating, right? Now we're going to go 5 cards. We got Ash Blossom. Ooh, looks like we're getting into that brick territory, fellas. So we have made it to full combo, right? So it was looking bad at first, but because we opened up one of our possible gazillion openers, we actually opened up with a connector, so we can actually get their hand too. So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. And this hand, so now we've managed to dodge the Ash, y'all. So that's cool. And like I said, there are other cards when I was talking about the imperfections, right? Some of the imperfections is that I want to add cards like Parallel Seas Dragon, because in this case, just opening up this and Parallel Seas, I don't even need to use my Codebreaker combo. You actually make the Union Carrier on this side, and then do your rest of your combo on that side with Parallel Seas. But then we go through we can forego the Buster Lock this hand, because I'm not getting rid of Ash. Or you can risk it with Desires, but I want to see what's going on. Because if they do have Ash and you Desires, you just lost 10 cards. So let's see, we look for Ash, we see what's in their hand. We have Public Knowledge, right? So now, even if they have like Nibiru, I think we're fine. So we're going to do our same old Isolde tactics. Isolde is going to do its Isolde thing. And we're still going to add the Scorpio. Then we're going to use this whole second effect. Boom. Because this is opening it up with 0 Goukis in hand. Right? So how are we going to get to the rematch? It's a good question. Super good question. Sometimes you just got to risk it, right? And we have the sword, so we're going to actually go for another card in their hand. Let's say we Desires here, right? So let's lose 10 cards. See what we lost, boys. We did not lose our infinite negates, so we're still good. And we get 2 cards. Goblinberg, which isn't the best. Hornet Drones, which isn't the worst. So in this specific scenario, you can banish 2 of your warriors, but we don't have 2 warriors, right? So what you do is you use the Aqua Dolphin to go back and get the Dolphin. We have 2 warriors now, so we can banish these 2. and go get the sword. Then we use the sword. We use the dolphin, pitch the sword, get another card out of their hand. Yay. Yay us. Now we go here for the Reprodocus. Your Octo Stretch triggers. You get more cards. This is a tricky one. So we'll get to a combo, but maybe not the best combo. Because we need 2 effect monsters. How do we do it? So now you gotta big think in some situations. Some situations, guys, you gotta think. So either way, we end on 1 negate here, which is it's subpar because I'm minus. And the Goblinberg is another one of those cards I'm talking about. So this would normally be a Parallelic Seas. So when Parallelic Seas comes in, we're all good and we just combo off. But in this situation, we're going to end pretty subpar, but we did get to a stronger combo. What I like to do in this situation, since I don't really see a line where we get to exactly where we're going, we get the Suprex. That way your follow-up next turn is Suprex, Scorpio, a couple other things, right? So you can turn him to a Winged Beast, link off. You can then link off into your bird. Which will give you 1 negate automatically. Now you can, at this point, you can Hornet Drones and use the Hornet Drones to make Link Karibo, and then have 1 negate and Link Karibo, which isn't strong. But another thing you can do is you can Hornet Drones for the token, Link Karibo the token. Actually, you can't Link Karibo this token. I think it's a level 4. No, it's a level 1. Cool. And at the end of the turn, instead of opening your 1 negate, you just put your Wind Barrier statue. So this is probably the weakest of the combos, but it still puts pressure on your opponent. Like strikers have Hayate, but Adamantimators have to enter battle and do their thing. And because they can't just spam the board with special summons, they have to run into this Link Karibo, and then you get your big bird out, and still end up on 1 negate. Tackle Crusader could be a problem if they can get rid of it. But typically this board is just strong enough to get you to the next turn, and you're just going to access Code Talker for game. So let's go to hand number 3. So hand number 3, guys. And again, I want to talk about some of the flaws, but I really just hadn't drawn. The Goblinberg is one of the biggest ones, because it doesn't really, there's so many normal summons in the deck. I feel like I overdid it just because I couldn't think of anything at the last second. So there are some other things, some other engines. So we're going to do our 3rd hand. I'll probably do a total of 5 hands, just to see if I can come up with some combo out of every hand. Because like I said in the deck profile, this deck is flawed, but also perfect. So we don't normally fail to get a combo off. So let's look. Hand number 3. Junk forward. Impact. Right here is full combo. We don't even have to look at the rest of our hand, but we're going to anyway. The rematch. The imperm. So even if we went second, that's good. And this. That's why I play more than one of these. Because if you don't, then you just don't get anywhere. So we'll special our junk forward. We'll actually normal summon this, right? Another change I want to make is I actually want to add the other guy, because if you draw him, he's like free attack negations, something like that. So our regular shenanigans, right? So we hit a sold. Soul's gonna do its soul thing. And here we want as many Goukis as possible. So we're going to actually add the Scorpio this time. We're going to do our thing for the level 1. Because we have the rematch, this is super important. This is where the skill comes into play. So if I can find the equip card. Okay, sword. We have guts or Octo Stretch, whichever one you prefer. Octo Stretch showed up first, so we're gonna go with Octo Stretch. This guy's on the extra deck. We go Link for Link Karibo. Our Gouki's effect triggers, and we'll go search another Gouki monster. Not Headbat, not just yet, because Headbat's going to be important later in the combo. So you want to make sure it's not a level 1, because rematch is important. So we'll just go Twist Cobra. We'll activate our Empower. We'll use our Empower to ditch our Twist Cobra and go get a copy of our Warrior. Then we will link our Link Karibo and our Isolde. For our Reprodocus. Reprodocus will turn Empowered Warrior into a Wing Beast. We will link that off into Bird. Then we will activate our rematch. Using our rematch, we're going to get our Twist Cobra and our Octo Stretch. We'll link those two off into our Code Breaker combo. So Virus Swordsman, make sure this co-linked. Y'all forget it's co-linked, you'll just be looking bad because you did all that work to do absolutely nothing from this point. So, do that. Now, we can still end on the Infinite Negate board because you still have to trigger your Octo Stretch, because I forgot to do that. Don't forget to do that or you'll be bad, to get your head back. Now what we're going to do is link into our Virus. Link into our big sword guy. So we'll link into him. He'll bring out the other two guys. And here's where the combo is going to differ, right? So normally we go Union Carrier right here. But we're not going to do that this time. We're actually going to link off our Link 3 and our Virus Swordsman for the Power Ogre. Okay, he's a Gouki monster. He's unaffected by everything, but you can still use it to summon Headbat. So you use Headbat's effect. Boom. He doesn't gain any attack points, nothing happens, but he's huge because of the Link rings on board. So then we link those two off. For our Union Carrier. Our Union Carrier is going to do its regular thing, but we have to use our Headbat's effect to get a rematch to follow up next turn. Then we will target our big chicken. Put a little chicken under there. You can set the imperm if you want to, because there'll still be more than 7. There'll still be more than 7 spells or trap zones. I mean, play around Mech Knights, I guess, so you can put these things everywhere. It doesn't really matter how you set up your board. And then at the end phase, you get this. So you end on a Cleafort Towers, a Infinite Negate board, an imperm because you just happen to draw it, and a follow-up for next turn. So that's like what this deck is able to do in its current variation, right? There's so many other things we can do once I perfect the list. What hand was that? Number 3? Mm-hmm. So we're going to do 2 more hands. I mean, this is... if I get the full combo with the extra extender, you know, I'll show you some different things we can do. We can also get to this board with Appaloosa instead of the bird if you don't want to go Infinite Negates. You can end on Appaloosa Ogre. But the idea is just... So we've formed a combo every hand, right? So 3 out of 3. We're going to shuffle I'm not gonna even pile shuffle. Just give it a good shuffle and a cut. And we'll go hand number 4. So hand number 4. All right, full combo. All right. Pot of Average, which is a card that you're gonna love because this deck really has a problem restarting. So we got 4 cards. So this is like the weakest hand, and we can still get places. I don't think we'll get as far as some of the other hands go, but and again, like cards like this will be like parallel exceeds and stuff like that. So I don't really have to worry about it. Game number 2, you'll probably side out the barrier statue. But in game number 1, let's see where we go, right? So we have to end on a combo, right? Because I told you guys we would be ending on a combo. So let's end on a combo. So we'll go our normal Neo Space Connector way. Wherever he is, wherever our little friend the dolphin is. Right? So you're going to ditch the statue. Look at their hand. I mean, if you get ashed here, your turn's over. So, like I said, it's the weakest hand we have. So, we'll link into Sold. It's Sold. We'll do his Sold stuff. Because we have to find a way to get back into this game. We have to find a way. So we want to thin our deck as much as possible. I'm just a fan of getting Scorpio. Because once we get 5 monsters in the graveyard, that's where the game is going to have to take a turn, right? So, I'll just do this and this. And then we'll just add a Gouki. It doesn't really matter. We're not going to use Suprex. We'll already use our normal summon. So then we'll link for our Link Karibo, who will then trigger our Octo Stretch. Our Octo Stretch will get us. It's gonna be rough, but we're gonna get Gouki rematch, right? So right now we're at 4 monsters in the graveyard. So where do we go? Some situations we would just be unicorn passing or something like that. What I want to do is something that seems a little ill-conceived, but it'll work. And I should have gotten a second Gouki monster and that would have done it, but it's alright. We're going to go Unicorn. Unicorn is going to pitch the Suprex and put itself back in the extra deck. So now, from the looks of it, there's like no combo, right? So we're going to find out what's going to happen. So Soul and Karibo. We want to leave our Gouki in there. This thing and the Aqua Dolphin, right? So we may fail to actually combo off for this hand. That's alright, right? This shows the imperfections, right? It's perfectly imperfect. We're going to shuffle, 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 shuffle. Because if we don't get anything good here, we just pass and hope for the best. One Vader is going to have to be enough. Probably won't be, and we'll probably move into the next game, right? So, a fair and balanced cut. And 2 cards. Empower. That's a good one. Pot of Desire. Okay, so the game wants us to keep trying to play, guys. So, let's go 10 cards. 4, 6, 8, 10. What did we lose? We lost the ability to infinite negate, and we lost our code breaker, which really hurts. But what did we gain, right? We gained a headbat, which is super good, and that Suprex. So, we have an Octo Stretch. We're going to keep on playing. And I do believe the soul says a monster with that monster's name can't be played this turn. Yeah, a monster with that name. So, in this situation, my impatience actually hurt me because the Suprex would have been really good. But what we're going to do is we're going to ditch 4 the empowered ward. We have rematch. 3 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up. We're going to use our rematch. Where are we going, guys? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. There's really not a whole lot of places we can go, if we're being honest. We can go Reaperdocus. Yeah, Reaperdocus. Reaperdocus turns this thing into a wing beast. So we end on 1 negate and a Veiler from a bad hand, right? So, not the best ending, but, you know. So this is one final combo. We're going to rush through because I'm running out of time. Because I wanted you guys to really see that it's not just me talking this deck up. The cards give you enough. There's a lot of work to do on it, like I said. And I'm going to update it when you guys are ready. So we're going to make this quick, right? Quick shuffle, quick cut. I'm just going to show you the hand and whether I can combo or not. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we got full combo here again, guys. I don't even want to run through it because I don't have enough time. But the point has been made. So this deck can make infinite negates. It can make ogres. It can go into Appaloozas. You can transcode OTK. There's so many things the deck can do, and there's so many changes that are going to be made. This guy will be gone. A couple other guys will be gone. This will be a Rajan. So there is still some flexibility to do in an extra deck. But I appreciate you guys. Let me know what y'all think about the combo. Let me know. Whether you hate it, whether you love it, let me know. We're going to make it perfect. And we're gonna rock this thing out. So it's your boy V, Ether Double E. Appreciate y'all.